Hello, YouTube. It's been a while since I've done an update, so I just thought I'd hop on and give a quick update on some of the things that I've picked up here recently. Picked up a lot of really nice 61 Fleer autographs that I wanted to share. But the first thing here on the top is a 98-99 Fleer Tradition Classic 61 parallel card. This is numbered out of 61 as an homage, of course, to 61 Fleer. So they did this little insert set in the 98-99 Fleer tradition. They paid homage to the 61 Fleer design. They have like these regular ones that are called the vintage ones, and then there are the parallel versions that are called classic 61s. And once again, they're serial numbered out of 61. So just think about that. These parallels from the 90s, you usually didn't find too many of them serial numbered this low. Less than 100 was pretty unusual and very rare and very hard to pull for cards back in the 90s. They're very cool. You know, these cards have a little bit of a shine, a glossy shine to them. One of the distinctions you can make from these as opposed to the regular vintage versions of these. So had opportunity to trade for this one. Went ahead and took advantage of it because I've been eyeing these Classic 61 cards for a while. Just haven't really been able to add any to my collection. Went ahead and did the trade for this one, and I might be trying to get some more of these sometime in the near future. I just really like these cards a lot. And so going to the actual 61 Fleer cards, so I have added a few to my 61 Fleer autograph set that I'm going for. The first one here is Rudy LaRusso. He is a really hard one to get. He, I think, passed away in 2002 or 2004, something like that, quite a while ago. So his autographed cards are not easy to find. I think his base one here is a total pop of about 9 at the moment. So hard to find. I was very excited to get that one. Got Paul Arizin, Hall of Famer. He also passed away, I think, in 2006, if I remember correctly. So once again, Paul Arizin signed cards, especially 61 Fleer and 57 Tops, are notoriously known for being hard to find. So very excited to get this one. Got this one from my good friend that I interviewed on my channel, Sasha P. As a matter of fact, the Rudy LaRusso I got from Brian, Historic Hoopla, that I interviewed quite a while ago as well. Also got this George Lee, another really difficult one to find. He is a total pop of only 5 in the PSA DNA pop report at the moment. Obviously, this one isn't in the pop report, so that would make it at least 6 of George Lee's. But yeah, not very many George Lees out there. I believe he's still alive, but he's notoriously known for not signing very much. In fact, he's notoriously known for being, how do I say this politely? Just not the most polite person, I guess is just how I should say. When you try and get in touch with him, trying to get him to sign stuff, I've heard a lot of feedback from people over the years that he's not the most polite person to deal with. Yeah, not very many of these out there. So very excited to get that one as well. Also have Johnny McCarthy. I know this is a semi-difficult one to get. I think he's around a total pop of 8 or 9 as well. I can't remember. He has passed away, but I can't remember when he passed away. I don't know if it was too long ago. And just one of those guys that I don't think really signed too much stuff when he was alive. So yeah, really excited to add him. And then I have the LaRusso in action one as well as the base one. So getting both the base and in action LaRusso was very exciting for me. I couldn't pass up the opportunity. I think the in action pop right now is around 7. So yeah, his in action and base ones are definitely difficult. So I was happy to get both at the same time. Now this is an upgrade one. I had a Jack Twyman previously that I showed you guys, I believe. I got this as an upgrade It's a slightly better centered, a much better signature on this one than the one I previously had. The person I did the trade with liked my Twyman because it was signed in vintage ballpoint pen, and he was trying to get his 61 Fleer autograph set in all ballpoint pen if possible. So that's why he did the trade with me. He actually did the trade straight up, even though he had a better Twyman card and a better looking autograph on his. He really wanted mine because mine was in ballpoint. So we just did the straight up trade for our Twymans. And that's a lesson when you're going after these autograph sets or going after anything vintage or anything that's kind of rare or hard to find. When you're dealing with other people who are collecting kind of the same thing, you oftentimes have opportunities to do that, to do upgrades or just other trades for things that you don't have and the other person does, and vice versa. And even though they may be lopsided trades, it's still something that the other person might be willing to do because they are very particular about what they're looking for in their sets, or they have something, they're badly needing something that you have, and they're willing to overpay in a trade and possibly even a cash deal, whatever, to get that in their collection. And so you oftentimes can find yourself doing really advantageous deals with other set collectors or other people collecting a lot of the same stuff you're collecting. And it just goes to show you never know what might happen. So very happy to go ahead and do that Twyman upgrade for my set. And then I also have the Paul Arizin in action card. So like the LaRusso, I went ahead and picked up both the Arizin base and Arizin in action card. Sasha P had this one as well, and this is an interesting one of those interesting ones because it's signed on both the front and back. And the back, I mean, he personalized it on the back, but he also just went ahead and just signed it on the front as well. Once again, one of those things you see from time to time dealing with signed vintage stuff. I think usually what happened was that they were originally asked to sign the back of these cards a while back because it was kind of considered to be defacing the card to sign the front for a while back in the day. So I think a lot of these players back in like the 60s and 70s and possibly even the 80s or whatever were asked to please sign the back of the card, but then they were given the card again sometime down the road and asked to go ahead and sign the front or whatever. I have a few of these that are signed both front and back, and I think that's kind of what happened in those occasions. I'm sure there may be other reasons why it possibly could have happened as well, but I think that's the most likely reason for most of these getting double signed. So anyway, so thought it was very interesting to get this one double signed, and it's a pretty good condition one as well. I think this is actually currently tied for the top condition on PSA DNA set registry for 61 Fleer. So both of those reasons I was excited to get this in action one and another rare one to find as well. So anyway, so that is my update at the moment. Really excited to get these 61 Fleers here recently. Was saving up for a while to get some of these harder to get ones. So glad I have those. I'm hoping that I can do more content again in the future. I've had a lot of personal and family stuff going on these past couple months, so I haven't really been able to do any interviews or any other videos, but I'm hoping I'll be able to start doing those again here sometime real soon. But anyways, I just wanted to give you that update real quick. Thank you for watching.